Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I'm MD Mahmoud Hassan Shihab. My ID last four digit is 1655. Today I'm presenting the database management system of the part of transaction. What is transaction? Transaction is a series of one of more SQL statement that are logically related or a series of operation performed on Oracle table data. Transaction are a means to break programming code into manageable units. A successful execute SQL statement and a committed transaction are not same, even if an SQL statement is executed successfully unless the transaction containing the statement is committed. It can be rolled back and all changes made by statement and can be undone. And the second one is transaction boundaries. Transaction boundary has a beginning, end. A transaction begins when one of the following events take place: when the past SQL statement is executed after connecting to the database. At each new SQL issued after a transaction is completed. The transaction when the following event take place, a commit or a rollback statement is issued. The commit means the database data is permanent, and the rollback means the series of events within a transaction. A DDL statement like create table is issued because in that case a committed automatically performed. if we uh, if we if we see that the example of here is the table transaction name, and that we see the rollback here the keyword the rollback means it's not permanent. It anytime we can add value or delete value, etc. And the last word is a commit transaction. Commit transaction means the upper data is fully saved, and we can delete any data. The after that we can properties of transaction. Properties of transaction is means the properties of transaction. It's came to the automaticity, consistency, isolation, durability. All of the table it's called as CID. The first of automaticity. This property states that a transaction must be treated as an automatic unit, that is either all of its operation are executed or none. The second is consistency. The database must remain in the consistent state over any transaction. No transaction should have any adverse effect on the data residing in the database. The third is isolation. Isolation in a database system where more than one transaction are being executed simultaneously and it's in parallel. The property of isolation is state that all of the transaction will carry it out execute as if the only transaction. The last one is durability. The database should have be durable enough to hold all its latest update even if the system fails or restart. The next one is state of transaction. State of transaction means the where the transaction is start and where the is end. First of begin we means it is start, and if the transaction is active, then this separate two ways. First of all, partially committed, and the second one is failed. After if the database is active and the partial committed, then it's also be a failed. Partial committed is separated two ways. It's already failed or it's a committed. If it's committed, then it's totally end. In transaction means we see the output. After that failed, it's abroad, and it's out of the transaction and the end. So here is my presentation of the transaction. Thank you so much.